Good to see you as well. We'll give it 1 minute before we start here. All right. Welcome, everyone. Hello, I'm Daniel. I'm from Alibaba's account management team. If this is the first time we are meeting, it is nice to meet you. And if it's the second, third, fourth, or so on time, it's nice to see you again. I'm one of the account managers here at Alibaba.com. We work on your accounts, get into the trenches with you, and help you understand the tactics and strategies to do well on our platform. So today we'll be taking a look into optimization on Alibaba.com. So really the second steps to following getting live to improve your experience and ultimately get inquiries and orders from our platform. Just a couple of housekeeping items before we get started. First and foremost, as any stream goes, there is a chat function at the top of your window on your screen. You can ask questions throughout the presentation that I'll try to answer as I see them or directly at the end. Anything on the table related to anything that you guys need help with. Second piece of the equation is that this will be posted on Alibaba.com's official YouTube channel following the presentation. So if there's anything you miss or anything that you want clarity on going forward, it will be live and active after the presentation on YouTube for you to view. Third and final piece of housekeeping is Alibaba.com has taken a lot of the ideas from these webinars and content series that we're running and included them in our brand new Seller Success Hub. You can see that in your account manager's email signature, in various emails that you get from Alibaba.com. The Seller Success Hub is going to help you answer all sorts of basic questions regarding your membership and everything in between. So if there's a time where you feel you can't connect with somebody, you now have a written resource by our US team to help you overall with your experience on the site. So that being said, we'll go ahead and take a look at the first component here, which is a little bit of a rehash from some of the other content series you may have seen with Sarah and the rest of the Alibaba team. So optimization on Alibaba.com really starts at the funnel perspective. Our sales channel requires a couple of key components before we can get you selling so that people can actually find you, right? And our sales funnel is going to be a filter down from impressions to clicks to inquiries and orders, right? So our platform is a massive global community where there are sellers from all over the planet listing their products. So it's important that we get you as many eyes as possible on your products so that you can have the best possible performance, right? So at the end of the day, all the optimization tips we're going to cover today are going to be maximizing impressions, which help you get more clicks, more inquiries, and therefore more orders, right? The way this works is like crawling, walking, and running. You need to learn the first step before you can do the next step. So that being said, what we're going to focus on is titling our products, how they should look in the search, pricing our products, and minimum order quantities that sellers on our platforms use. And I think a good piece of advice when it comes to looking at this aspect of the site is thinking of your catalog on Alibaba as an advertisement and not just a product listing. Remember, this is a global ecosystem and a global community full of buyers who may not know who you are. Therefore, we want to give ourselves the best chance to win business by advertising the things that make our products valuable in the search results. That's the main primary driver of opportunity on this site. And your value props as US businesses go a long way on our platform to deliver something unique to our buyers. And it's really important that we communicate that. So the first step to communicating that in the search results is titling your product. Right? On the example in the window, you see that serious mass weight special as far as sticking out in the eyes of a buyer. We need to get creative and explain to our customers what types of products are eye-catching, what makes us special, and really what makes them want to choose you. How are we going to do that? So we're going to have descriptive titles that are focusing on our unique selling propositions on the platform to get that buyer to click on you, right? We're not going to provide fluff to just fill out the title to fill out the title, but we're going to use our 128 characters to tell a story about our products, right? We're going to use brand name, how big this product is, some special keywords, and again, our unique selling proposition. So some good examples when we're talking about whey protein might be muscle mass gainer, whey protein, 1 kilogram insulin powder for body weight and sports training, right? That really tells the story of what the product is, who's selling the product, and then what are some benefits that this product has options on the window. Two of those are a lot more compelling to click on compared to just serious mass whey protein. So at the end of the day, we are treating our products like a way to tell our story as an advertisement to the international community on Alibaba.com. And the unique thing about our search results as well is that all product titles are converted into all languages that are accepted on our platform. So you are telling your story in a local language to somebody around the world, even if you have only a few products listed on the site. And there is a formula to this, just as we saw in the last window. It's kind of broken down here for you to get a more condensed view or an example about how some of these things should look. So we have our product, we have our brand, we have a spec, a feature, a benefit, basically a unique selling proposition, right? That combines together to build all the potential combinations of products that we want to post on the site so our customers can find them and connect with you. Is to have you cast a wide net to get you those impressions to have people fall down the funnel for us. So again, some example titles might be Kate's Best Norwegian Salmon, 5-ounce portion, frozen salmon or smoked, 100% quality export, restaurant quality fish, right? So that tells a compelling story. That makes a buyer interested depending on the type of background they're coming from. And with those in the search results, we're going to be able to plug you into a whole bunch of different places for you to connect with a whole bunch of different buyers. At the end of the day, these go a long way as far as promoting conversion on the platform and overall opportunities. We're going to take a look in the account at some of these dashboards to see where you can find this information and learn how to optimize your products. But the important aspect about the formula and naming our products in the search results is that over time, these increase on the back end as far as conversion, clicks, and opportunity go to give us more. Back end will kind of attest to that and show us how we can do on the site when we make these sorts of implementations. Now, keywords are important on any e-commerce website when it comes to placing your product and naming your product. Alibaba has a couple different places where you include keywords in the product on the back end. And it's important that we give as much detail as possible in all of these places. Now, the one we just covered before, the title, is the primary driver of traffic. As long as we have combinations of keywords in our title, that gives the buyers who are inputting different keyword combinations in the results methods to find us. But on the back end of things, there is also a product keyword section on when you're filling out listings that helps the algorithm connect you and assign you different scores. So it's recommended that you take advantage of all of the space in your product listings so that you are getting the best possible combinations of results, the version, and ultimately pairing up with the advertising tool or organic showcase tools you have to promote your products. So you may have a title that's 110 to 128 characters that's telling the story, but then on the back end, you also want to give Alibaba's system more information about your product to pair it up in the results and algorithm, right? So for this example with CBD gummies, we have a really, really strong title that mentions anti-anxiety relief, CBD gummies, they're vegan. And then on the back end, it has combinations of different keywords that the algorithm can pair this product with. Full spectrum CBD gummies, capsules, soft gel, right? Those might be results that we want to put our product into or have it get some potential relevancy to. And the system in the back end will help with this type of conversion as we go forward and move through building products and our catalog. Also importantly, Images tell the story of a product in a way that words can't. Having a clear and concise image against a white background on our marketplace is the best possible way to showcase your product. You can have lifestyle shots and have videos on your product, but ultimately the headliner image that you want to focus on is going to be a very clear picture of exactly what the product is, right? In digital marketing, images are everything. We're conveying the story of your product, we're placing the product in the results. We want the buyer to make the connection that this is exactly what they're searching for. And people are deciding very quickly based on what they're searching on what they want to learn more about. So some tips from us about how you can improve your product postings with more high quality images is number one, using all of the spots available to you. That's 6 opportunities you have to post images. Remember, the first image should be a front shot of the product against a white background. It's recommended that you also have the back or a label and a profile aspect of the image to really showcase the full 360 of exactly what the product is. And then perhaps on the back end is where you include your lifestyle or your video. In the description of your products, you can also include packaging information such as palletizing, such as saying that you offer this in containers and so on and so forth. Or even more information about your company and your warehouse to, again, show this is my product, here's my business, here's who I am, and build that legitimacy so that we're maximizing the opportunity of people converting and coming through the channel for us. So a strong title gets us into the results that we want to be in. A strong image and video will tell the story of exactly what our product is, and that's going to be the unique selling points that bring the buyers into our catalog to click around and build a relationship with you over time in that B2B cycle. Now, pricing is a very significant aspect of Alibaba.com. Remember, this is a wholesale B2B website and not a B2C platform. So it's not uncommon for our sellers to list high minimum order quantities and low unit pricing, right? Pricing is obviously going to be a very sensitive thing for each business. And that at the end of the day, Alibaba is a negotiation heavy platform, right? We need to, in effect, offer our best price at a high quantity so that we can use our image and title to bring in a buyer and start that negotiation. So if we have lower MOQs for products, it's likely that we may attract smaller buyers, and that may not be the reason you signed up for the membership. To attract the biggest and the most top tier buyers on Alibaba.com, negotiation is going to be built into the cycle. And to get those type of buyers in, we need not only a strong title, a strong image, but also the best possible price. Now, in a sense as well, we have to note that Alibaba is an international community, right? So there are imperial and metric ways to measure and price products. It's recommended that you have a few of these listed out, such as if your product is, again, protein, we might want to list that in grams, right, or milligrams, because our price might be really strong within Alibaba measured in that quantity. So we have to be aware who's out there, who's buying, and how we can best appeal to that audience. And showing the best possible price is going to be the best way to do that. And the account management team here is going to help you figure out the best ways you should list products. And we'll get into the trenches again to show you the best practices and maybe give you practical examples of how others are working on this platform. As an example, we saw before with the Serious Mass Whey Protein that a product that doesn't contain too much information to the buyer. For example, we're looking at a product right now that only has one photo, a short title, no video that really gives me or you as the audience any more information about why I should pick this product. Meanwhile, this company could be providing great customer service, provide quick logistics rates, provide more competitive rates than others in the market, right? Maybe this is a private label product that somebody can make. It's important that we give as much information as possible to the buyers in this phase so that we don't lose them at the opportunity for the click. As a contrast, right, we're going to learn a good listing has a long descriptive title, has quality images, a video, tells the story exactly of how the product works and what it's for, and then has tiered unit pricing, again, showing that desire to negotiate. Miguel asked, my products have a high quality ranking and are approved, but why don't I see my products in the search bar? So Miguel, our products have something on the back end called a promotion score or a relevancy score, if you will. And this is something that gets built in over time as you're an active vendor on the platform. So as your products get more clicks and appear in more results, it's more likely that you see them in the search results over time. And that also includes new products that you post as well. In addition to that, there's also something called Alibaba Star Rating, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. But that program allows your products to get boosts in the results and effectively gives you more chances to convert by doing basic stuff such as posting products or answering customers or providing more information on products as we go forward. So my as you implement some of this feedback to building products with a high MOQ and low price, you maybe update the images or the copy on the product, and then you build a strong title that tells the story of exactly what your product is. So that's a good question and definitely a common one that I get asked quite frequently. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a quick second, and we're going to jump into an account so I can show you some of the tools and the offers that the account will offer you to improve the products. So I'll just jump out real quick and bring this up in a moment. Now within My Alibaba, this is just a test account, so it's not necessarily unique to any of our current customers, just a way to showcase some of the features I'm going to be mentioning. But the back end of this presentation will be a live demo of the tools that will help you understand where you can get feedback from the system and where you can implement that on your products. So on the first and foremost, on My Alibaba, you're gonna wanna start over here on analytics. Now, importantly, you can use the top searches function to see all of your organic and paid traffic on Alibaba.com to make decisions about where your products are appearing. For example, this test account has 5 searches for the Los Angeles Rams for iCall. These are going to be where you find out where your organic results are coming from. And if you are missing terms or you feel like you're not appearing in the right places, this would be a live way to get feedback to plug this back into your catalog. So using the referred keywords and the top searches, you can get a real-time feel for what your results are currently presenting you in and tell you where you can be in the future if you're not seeing anything on this list. Now, other features such as the keyword analysis tool will allow you to get a feel for the highest converting and the best keywords in the system that you can plug into your product. So for example, we're looking at the category timepieces, jewelry, and wearable products in the last 7 days across all terminals globally, right? So this feature will allow you to see all categories on Alibaba.com within the last 7 to 30 days of search traffic, including terminals such as PC, our web app, and our phone app. And then you can segment it by global region so that you can really get granular as far as providing products into a certain region, right? So if you had an interest in selling sunglasses cases to, let's go with Brazil, you can have the system tell you that 4 timepieces jewelry in the last 7 days across all terminals in Brazil, these are the most keyed terms. And if you were looking to tap into this market, you can add these keywords to your product title, to your product description to have a better chance at appearing in that market, or for that search, I should say. Additionally, if you reset this tool, you can also input certain keywords into the product so that you can get real-time feedback on specific things that you offer, right? So let's convert this back to global and we'll go for case. and you'll see the historic trend and the historic data for this keyword across the market that you pick and across the terminal that you choose. So this is a powerful tool in learning what keywords are converting in what markets, how recently are they converting. So these index values will not be how many total searches are happening, but how they're weighted on a scale of 1 to 1,000. And if they have greater than 1,000, that is obviously a really, really strong place for us to be. It will also tell you the week over week fluctuation of this category on how much search volume is happening, as well as click through rate and competitive index, right? So the click through rate is going to be if someone searches, how likely am I to get clicked? Again, strong titles, images, and pricing. And competitive index is going to tell you how other sellers are setting these keywords in their title so that they can gain traffic in these results. So you're going to want to include the ones that have a high competitive index because those are the ones other sellers on the site are using to do well. Additionally, under analytics, we can use a tool such as automatic product optimizer, decisions based on algorithm and machine learning to perform better. So this would be under analytics, and then Smart Showcase. This tool in every account will allow you to optimize product titles based on high converting keywords that the system gives you. So this is Alibaba's way of helping you synthesize the data and synthesize the real-time traffic in our results and reapply them to your listings if they're not getting enough impressions. What this will do is we'll take your products in your catalog, it will recommend different titles for you, different conversion scenarios for you, and allow Alibaba to really build out your catalog as you add more products to it. So the main tools that we have on our display are going to help us make decisions about what keywords are really strong and converting so that we can reapply them to our products. And then the system will allow the AI to also make these conversions click of a button to change your products so that they're more highly converting. At the same time, there's also an additional suite of tools on the analytics side that will help you make decisions about which products are performing, which resources are performing, which demographics you're getting the most of. It's really quite dense at the end of the day, and I don't want to go on all day, of course. But that being said, your account manager can help you synthesize and understand each of these features so that you can make better and more informed decisions about how you list your product at the end of the day. So that being said, I'll just jump back to the presentation real quick, have some final notes that I would like to share here. Okay. So again, we have the AI optimization tool. That's going to help you improve your products with Alibaba's help and AI. And as we covered before, that scenario is going to look a little something like this. I know the account didn't have too many examples, but the red text will be additional keywords that the system asks you to add on so that your products are more highly converting and ultimately perform better. So in short, again, we are really trying to take the ball out of your hands and let the system do its work to help you perform and convert better. Again, the keyword analysis tool is going to help you understand how competitive keywords are in which markets, tell you where the results are coming from, ultimately, so that you can reapply those words into your products and do better. Your search ranking tool is going to help also show you where your products ranked inside certain keywords. I apologize for not showing you that before in the account, but this tool will allow you to plug a product keyword in. It will show you as your products rank in these results and how you can better improve your standing over time and get better click-through rates and scores. So just like the question before, why am I not seeing my products? The search ranking tool will help show you where your products are showing up. And then you can use some of the feedback tools to add new keywords and add more content to your products so that you can get a better click-through rate to, again, raise up the rankings so that you're there. Additionally, we have keyword advertising and different paid marketing tools from the beginning of your membership that you can utilize to get this ranking at a paid level, but at the same time, organically as an additional way for you to grow um, and do well. Follow-up question. Miguel asks, I need more information on this aspect. I would like to put it in a meeting just based on my account starting and I'm not seeing it or not seeing it by exact product name. Absolutely can help you, Miguel. After this meeting, I should have your email book time with myself or my team or our service provider to help you answer some of your questions. So absolutely happy to do that. And we'll try and answer that issue for you. And that actually concludes the tools and the presentation overall on optimizing our products. Again, if there's a quick summary of all of this, it's going to be, can we optimize your product names? Can we provide high quality content and images? And can you utilize the data on the back end of your account to improve your click-through rate and improve your overall impressions on the site so that you can get those larger orders, right? I think we have a huge buyer base internationally that we can use to promote you to, and we need to be able to take care of getting you in all the places possible, in my opinion. Diego asks, which metric is more valuable when selecting a keyword? Click-through rate or the comparative rate index or general? If I had to answer that question, I'm going with search volume index. The week over week data on conversion and click-through rate is going to fluctuate, right? As well as search traffic. But at the same time, if it's a popular keyword that is, one that a lot of sellers are setting and one that you think is a search you want to target, I would personally recommend that you go with the more highly trafficked word. And then from there, you are allowed to build yourself into the results over time, which will make you more competitive, right? So we want clicks in the results that are popular. That gives you not only a better star ranking, but a better relevancy score. I would probably pick the search volume index number. Follow-up question as well, what does rich content mean? So rich content is a quality title, a good set of 6 images on your product, and then I would also add into that a good service response rate because your response rate is shown on the site. So by rich content, I mean posting a strong title that again follows the formula. What's my brand? What's my product? What's a unique selling proposition of my product? 128 characters plus 6 images, one again against a white background on the front, followed by a back, a profile, and a lifestyle plus a video. That's what I mean by rich content, and I would implore you all to build products in this way. Alba asks about product keywords. I tried lots of them, just like your example. And when I did bulk upload, it didn't work. It indicated that I could only have 3 keywords listed. Is this only for bulk upload? So really good question, Alba. That's actually one that I did not expect to get asked. But the bulk upload tool and spreadsheet is very, very unique, right? I'm sure you've noticed as you fill it out that it gives you back errors that are a little difficult to manage. If you remove the punctuation from your spreadsheet in the columns that it asks for keywords, it will actually not give you that issue. That's something that our team is working on removing, but I recommend that if you use the bulk upload tool, you don't use any punctuation in the product in the product column, and you just effectively write a run-on sentence in a way. That will prevent that error from happening. And it's good that you're using the bulk upload tool because that will allow you to get up a lot of products more quickly and also allow you to stabilize the floor. Bauman asks, will you explain the custom description part in the product posting? How can we add clickable banners and pictures there? I noticed that there's a code button, but I'm not sure what language is being used there. And can you teach me about that? And then the follow-up question is, are there ready-made templates we can buy for our mini site and responsiveness? So I'll answer that one in 2 parts. So first of all, when you are building a custom description, I do not believe you can include a clickable banner that can link somewhere else. And text, I guess that could include a hyperlink, but I don't believe that will be any additional clickable banners or images there to link you elsewhere. Your custom description, I would recommend uniform on all of your products. You build one for your company versus the individual SKU. so that you can post things more quickly and use that. Follow-up question: can we buy ready-made templates for our mini site? You could. Our onboarding team can build you one if you so desire for an additional fee. But I think the best time for your mini site is actually spent on building products and getting a diverse catalog built, in my opinion. How can I find high potential keywords? Asked Subhan. So in the account under analytics, there's going to be a section where it says keyword analysis under analytics. This is where you can find high potentially converting keywords. Additionally, there is a new tool called the Data Manager Pro that is available. The highest converting keywords, but keyword analysis is where I recommend you go and spend some time looking. Diego asked, would you suggest removing the punctuation and symbols on the product title? Does it affect the organic search results? So yes, I would actually recommend that as well. In the same way, as long as you are getting as much information as possible into the title, it does not need to be separated by any form of punctuation. While that may sound a little silly, it is not necessary on Alibaba. Any follow-up questions? Anything else I can clarify? Those were absolutely great. I'm happy to have answered those. And if there's anything that the audience can think of, I obviously have a few minutes to answer anything on your mind. All right, I'll give it one more minute. Or came in. There we go. Jason asked, how do we handle international shipments? Great question, Jason. So a lot of times this could be our seller's first opportunity to ship overseas. So our team can assist you with finding a freight forwarder or courier to help you get products overseas. We have a full logistics team in our New York office dedicated exactly to this. We also have a few partnerships with logistics carriers that we can recommend for you. So my answer is, if you need help with that, please let your account manager know, and there are resources internally in our office that we can refer you to. All right, so that's the last question for now. Jason, I will follow up with you as well after this meeting. And one more late question coming in. This will be the last one, I promise. So Bauman asked, when can we use trade assurance in America? So you can use trade assurance right now with your current account. US, meaning you can send a purchase order to another American user. For global orders, they do have to take place off of the platform right now, but most leads are dealing off of platform, I would say, as much as TA is an applicable tool. You can close deals off platform on Alibaba as well. So thank you for your time. I definitely appreciate it. Of course, if there's anything you need, I believe my email will be in the meeting, in the presentation email you got earlier, and so on and so forth. If this is the last time we speak, I hope you can find me somewhere, write me an email, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. So thank you for your time. Much appreciated, and I will be in touch.